Spa, one of the most iconic circuits in the world of Formula One, has just signed a fresh contract with the sport. However, this contract is quite a unique one, raising some serious questions. Although the deal lasts 6 years, 2 of those years won't feature the Belgian Grand Prix. This news is sure to stir up frustration among drivers who have a deep connection with the track, as it's known for its challenging layout and unpredictable weather, which creates thrilling racing moments. The question now is, does this contract include a rotation clause, signaling a possible future without Spa altogether? What does this contract mean for other upcoming events like the potential race in Rwanda? Formula One fans recently received exciting news about Spa's contract extension. However, if you only focus on the headline, you might assume that Spa's place on the calendar is secure for the next 6 years. Unfortunately, that's not the full picture. In 2028 and 2030, FON won't visit Spa, even though the contract stretches for 6 years. This is a strategic decision by Formula One, aiming to balance the addition of new events while still managing an increasingly packed schedule. In his statement about the contract, Stefano Domenicali, the CEO of Formula One, expressed his appreciation for the fact that Spa will remain on the calendar for an extended period. He emphasized that the Belgian Grand Prix is one of the historic races that helped shape the sport's legacy, dating back to the inaugural championship in 1950. With the 75th anniversary of Formula One in mind, it seems fitting that such an important race would continue to feature in the future. Domenicali also praised the track for being widely recognized by both drivers and fans as one of the best circuits in the world, having hosted many memorable moments over the years. Recent upgrades to the Spa-Francorchamps facility have significantly enhanced the fan experience, something that hasn't gone unnoticed. He also thanked the promoter and the Belgian government for their ongoing support and dedication to bringing Formula One to Belgium. However, there is a bit of a silver lining here. This praise, though sincere, seems to mask the fact that Formula One's focus is shifting toward other types of events. The growing trend of street circuits, like those in Las Vegas and Madrid, signals a clear preference for races held in city environments over more traditional circuits. This shift towards city-based races comes with its own set of challenges and opportunities. Street races, while offering thrilling visuals and high-profile media attention, also come with significant financial backing from sponsors eager to see FON cars racing through iconic city streets. From a business perspective, these events are incredibly lucrative, as they attract massive crowds and media exposure, benefiting both the sport and the host cities. After all, Formula One is a business, and every decision ultimately comes down to what makes the most financial sense. However, the growing focus on street races has sparked a backlash among fans and drivers who cherish traditional circuits like Spa. These tracks, despite their financial challenges, have a rich history and provide racing experiences that street circuits simply can't match. One issue with traditional circuits is that they often struggle to secure the same level of sponsorship and commercial partnerships as their street race counterparts. This is something that could hurt their long-term viability, especially as Formula One continues to expand into newer markets. Despite these financial pressures, there is still hope for circuits like Spa to secure their place in the future. The next 6 years will be crucial for Spa as it works to stabilize its finances and ensure that it can continue hosting FON races well beyond 2031. In this time, Spa will need to adapt and innovate, making necessary changes to its operations and securing the necessary sponsorships. This period of adjustment will allow the circuit to prove that it can still be a valuable part of the Formula One calendar, even as newer events are introduced. Spa's future isn't the only one at risk, however. Other traditional circuits, such as Imola and Barcelona, are also under pressure to secure their spots on the calendar. In fact, Barcelona may be forced to alternate with Madrid, or even be removed entirely due to financial constraints. The Spanish government has made it clear that it cannot afford to host 2 Grand Prix events in one season, leaving the future of the Spanish Grand Prix uncertain. Formula One's global expansion also includes potential new venues in places like Thailand. While discussions with Thailand have been ongoing, political instability has slowed down progress, making it unclear when or if this will come to fruition. Street circuits have become the preferred format for many of these new locations. FON's drive towards more urban races means traditional tracks like Spa could become increasingly vulnerable as the sport seeks to move closer to major cities and more modern infrastructures. From a driver's perspective, the challenge of racing on these tight, barrier-lined tracks is more than just a technical concern. The nature of city circuits, with their narrow streets and sharp corners, means drivers have less room for error. In contrast, traditional circuits like Spa provide a more open layout where drivers can push the limits of their skill. However, with the rising popularity of these urban tracks, drivers might be forced to adjust to the new conditions, no matter how much they prefer the classics. Veteran drivers like Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen have already voiced their concerns about the growing number of races on the calendar. Alonso in particular has been vocal about his dislike for the increasing focus on street races. He's argued that circuits like Las Vegas aren't ideal for the current generation of phone cars, which aren't built to handle the unique challenges of these tracks. Verstappen, on the other hand, has made it clear that his future in phone could depend on the sport's direction in terms of race formats. If phone continues to push for a calendar filled with street races, it may not align with his vision of the sport's future. Phone's expansion isn't just about adding new races, it's also about keeping the existing tracks financially viable. This presents a real challenge for the organizers of traditional circuits, who have to balance the desire to keep their races on the calendar with the financial realities of the modern phone landscape. As more races are added, traditional circuits are finding it harder to stand out and secure the sponsorships they need to keep running. Meanwhile, new countries are entering the conversation, with Rwanda making headlines as a potential host for a future Formula One race. While details about the track are still scarce, initial reports suggest it could blend elements of both traditional and street circuits. This hybrid approach reflects Phone's ongoing trend towards urban racing, while still holding on to some aspects of the classic layout. Rwanda's push to host an FOA race is backed by the country's leadership, with Phone officials praising President Kagame's vision for making this opportunity a reality. The African Grand Prix has been a long-discussed possibility, and Rwanda is positioning itself to be the first African nation to host an F1 event in the modern era. If successful, this move could open the door for other African countries to join the calendar, further expanding Formula One's global footprint. Saudi Arabia is another country with ambitious plans to join the Formula One calendar. Their vision includes a massive, futuristic project in the city of Qiddiya, with a price tag of around $500 million. This project is set to be more than just a racetrack. It's a complete entertainment hub, designed to attract not only Formula One fans, but also tourists and sports enthusiasts from around the world. The plan is for this new track to replace the Jeddah circuit by 2030, positioning Saudi Arabia as a major player in the global motorsport scene. Formula One is excited about the potential of Qiddiya, and while the exact timing of the race there is still uncertain, the project is moving forward. The track will be part of a larger complex that includes entertainment facilities, hotels, and other attractions, making it a year-round destination. The combination of motorsport and tourism is a growing trend in Phone, and Qiddiya is a prime example of how the sport is branching out into new, exciting territories. As we look ahead to the future of Formula One, one thing is clear: the sport is evolving. The traditional circuits that have long been the heart of phone racing face increasing pressure from the growing number of street races and new countries looking to join the calendar. While Spa, Imola, and others have rich histories and passionate fan bases, they will need to adapt to keep up with Phone's rapid expansion and business-driven direction. The question remains: will the next generation of drivers and fans accept this shift towards more urban, high-profile races? Or will they push back and fight for the preservation of the iconic circuits? Only time will tell. One thing is certain: Formula One is on a path toward a bold and unpredictable future. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the rise of street races is a positive change for Phone, or do you prefer the traditional circuits like Spa? Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and for more updates on everything Formula One, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.